Hello everyone, I'm Sophia, and you are here with me at Virtual Burning Man, learning how to move forward in life without losing your freaking mind. I'm here to teach you EFT, to help you learn how to process feelings and thoughts and things that are disturbing your ability. Do you hear that? Like the storm. It is raining cats and dogs where I am, and there's thunder and lightning outside. This is so exciting. So we're going to learn how to weather the storm. We're going to use EFT to tap on our meridians. We're going to open ourselves to our truth. We're going to acknowledge the truth of our experience without trying to sugarcoat or gloss over anything. We're going to tap on our bodies, stimulating the electrical current. We're going to open the subconscious mind and bring empathy and compassion and love to our own experience. And that will help open the energy, open the clog, release the trauma, and allow us to come back into alignment with who we truly are. Are you ready to burn? Let's go. So first, I want to talk to you about patterns and habits. It could be emotional responses and reactions that you have to life. When things just aren't going your way, or something unexpected and disconcerting happens, where you're just, that's not what I wanted to have happen. I wanted things to go this way. I have a plan. I have a method. And then suddenly something that you're not prepared for happens. And then what do? Do you stop everything? Do you decide it's always going to be that way? I'm never going to try again? Maybe you have to try multiple times. But what happens is that the part of you that holds that experience creates a bond in your brain and says, oh, this is just how that is. A plus B equals C. And it's always going to be that way. And that could be in relationship, that could be in growing a business, that could be in exercising or taking care of your body. So what we're going to do is go into the brain and help you see how that learning occurs and then undo that learning. So this is a synapse. This is what happens when you have a thought and it connects to another thought, meaning, oh, when I do this, I get that. Now, if that thought is strong enough, it turns into a neural network, or if it lasts again and again. And these things wire together and become part of your natural identity and the sense of how life works. So as we go through the neural networks today, looking for stored information, we're literally going to be finding these little clusters of memory, of trauma, of dysfunction, of fear, of anxiety, of pain. And we're going to undo them by putting love and electricity in that same spot. Now the tapping is going to create the electrical current in the body, and I'll show you that in a minute. But the love, the empathy, the understanding, the compassion, which is what we're truly craving, is actually going to do the unhinging. And then towards the end, we're going to rewire your brain back together in a way that feels better, so that you have something to look forward to when you have that stimulus again. So you have this negative stimulus, but instead of you having a knee-jerk response, you actually have a feeling of opportunity or calm or a neutral experience. So you're like, yes, I can handle this. I no longer react. I no longer cave in. I no longer lash out. Let's learn about the meridians. So the meridians are the electrical circuits that acupuncturists use when they stick little needles, little conductive pieces of metal in your body to make the current move. So when we're tapping, we're stimulating that electrical circuit so that energy starts to flow in a more balanced way. Now, if you've had too much energy about something in your body, You might feel inflamed physically. You might feel stressed. You might get a panic response. Tapping is going to help release that energy like a grounding rod. If you don't have enough energy in that circuit, you might feel depressed, lethargic, sad, numb, shut down. Tapping is going to help stimulate that circuit. So whatever it is, either too much or too little, you're going to level it out with tapping. Now these are your meridians. You can see that this circuit from your little finger actually goes to your heart, goes to your bladder. This next one going up the side of the arm brings electricity to all these little places that light up in your spine, your intestines. And we're going to be stimulating each of these points. This one goes down the top of the head, down the spine, all the way to the tailbone, down the leg. Isn't that cool? So it's natural for people to feel tingles throughout their body because something actually is happening electrically. You're flipping the circuit breaker where you blew a fuse. It's not that your body is shut down, it's just that the fuse got blown when you were stressed or sad or traumatized, or you had a great deal of fear about something happening. So we are going to release that stored information. We're going to turn the lights back on in the house of your body, and these energies are going to off-gas from your nervous system. That may take the form of laughing, burping, yawning, crying, tingling, sudden realizations. It's all moving at the same time when we combine these three things. Tapping on our bodies, talking to ourselves about what really happened and how we feel, and the third thing, bringing empathy, love, and new possibilities into the mix. All right, you ready? Come with me into the portal of EFT. This is where we're going to do our work. I'll show you the points on me. I'll call them out, you tap on you, and you let this move. Now hopefully you brought a drink of water and something to write on, because there may be a moment when you want to write something down. Maybe it's an affirmation, maybe it's a realization, maybe it's an idea for a project or the next step. So in this portal time, which will be about 20-25 minutes, you're going to really get some good inner work done. Here we go. Finding the collarbone, dropping down 3 to 6 inches, massaging the front of the chest, and breathing. And what we're doing here is we're using this point to open this side of the brain. This point opens this side of the brain. So both sides of the brain, the linear rational and the emotional intuitive, can have a relationship. You need both sides. You need your logic and your intuition to be able to be functional. So repeating after me out loud so that your mind can hear what you're actually saying. This will find the files inside your body where this information is stored. Remembering that you can edit these words to more perfectly fit your situation. Now, as we go into this tapping, I want you to think about something that is keeping you from moving forward in your life. Something that feels unpleasant or upsetting or triggering to you. And I would like you to ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most intense, how intense does this block feel or this trauma feel to you? And we'll use that as a reference. And maybe you don't feel it all right now, but when you tune in, what level do you know is there? And this will be the subject of our tapping session. So when I say this issue, I want you to fill in the blank with that thing that you just came up with. Now I am recording this and I will store this for you in our members video library so you can use it again and again on different subjects. So don't try to do your whole life at once. Here we go. Big deep breath. Repeating after me. Even though there's a part of me that feels stressed and blocked. I'm open to loving and accepting myself, tapping the eyebrows. This part of me that feels stressed and blocked. Tapping the temples, big deep breath again. Tapping the cheeks. I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Tapping under the nose and breathing. Tapping under the lips. I give myself the possibility of accepting where I am right now. Tapping the chest. Just accepting for a moment wherever you are in your life, even though you might feel stuck, blocked, terrified. And breathe. Just noticing where that is in your body. Tapping down to the front of the ribs, bottom of the rib cage, where the first couple of ribs stick out the most in front. And now tapping the side of the body. So you're going to cross your arms, or you're going to use the back of your knuckles to tap the side seam of your body. If you were wearing a bra right now, it's where your bra strap would go across under your arms. I give myself compassion for where I'm at with this, and then say where you're at with this. For example, not sure how I'm going to pay the bills. And breathe. Tapping the inside of the wrist. I'm open to loving and accepting myself, even though a part of me feels stuck. Tap the side of the thumb at the edge of the thumbnail. And breathe. This stuck feeling, I'm really up against it. Tap the index finger. I'm not sure what to do. Tap the middle finger. I don't know how things are going to work out. And tapping the bottom of the fourth finger. I give myself permission to begin to release the stress, this feeling of anxiety. Tap the little finger. This stress reminds me of, so let's think about what this stress reminds you of. Tap the side of the hand. This stress reminds me of, big deep breath. Meaning, maybe you're struggling to pay the bills now, but it reminds you of when you were young and your parents were evicted. Tapping the top of the head. I accept this fear and stress in my body and everything connected to it, tapping the sides of the head and the back of the head. Big deep breath and blasting that out. Big deep breath. Tapping all over the head. Tapping the eyebrows. I give myself permission. Tapping the temples. To release this trauma from my body. Tapping the cheeks, tuning into the stress that you feel about your situation and what it reminds you of. Big deep breath. Tapping under the nose. I'm open to loving and trusting myself. Tapping under the lips. Even though part of me feels so stressed and so anxious. Tapping the chest. It's safe for me to relax and let this go. And breathe. It's safe for me to relax and allow things to flow again. So this may sound strange, You might be thinking, I can't really relax until this is resolved. But I'll tell you this, if you can relax in advance, it's going to smooth the way for things to fall into place for you. The more you push, the more you pull, the more anxious you become, the more it kind of jams up the works. So if you can control your response, not pretending to control it or numbing it, but actually process it in real time, things will start to flow in a good way for you again. Tapping the front of the ribs and breathing. I accept the part of me that has so much fear about this. So tuning in to the level of fear that you have about this situation. Tapping the side of the ribs. I'm open to loving and accepting myself, including this fear in my body. Big, deep breath. Tuning into that fear in your body. Let's trade hands, tapping the inside of the wrist. I accept this fear as it is. Big, deep breath. Tuning into that level of fear or anxiety and release. Tap the side of the thumb. It's okay for me to feel anxious. Tap the index finger. I'm not sure I have the support that I need. Tap the middle finger. And breathe. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger. It's okay for me to feel stuck. Big, deep breath. Tap the little finger. I love and respect myself. Tap the side of the hand. Even though I'm not sure how this is going to work out for me. Tap the top of the head. I accept all the glitches, all the setbacks. Tap the eyebrows. Tapping the temples. This feeling of uncertainty. Tapping the cheeks. Where I feel lost in the void. Tapping under the nose. Tuning into this part of you that may feel confused or unsure. Tapping under the lips. I give myself permission to release the stress and the fear about this. Tapping the chest. I give myself permission to heal this anxiety so that I can find my way. Tapping the front of the ribs. I release the need to push or struggle to try to make this happen. Tap the side of the ribs. So just tuning into that part of you that thinks the harder you push, the harder you struggle, the better things will work out. And tapping the inside of the wrist. I give myself permission to let go. Tap the side of the thumb. To let go. And tap the index finger and to let go. Tap the middle finger. I give myself permission. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger. To heal my heart. Tap the little finger. To trust this process. Tap the side of the hand. I give myself permission to allow myself to be guided. Tapping the top of the head. Tuning in again to this level of stress, this anxiety, this panic. Big deep breath. Just notice where it is in your body. And breathe. Tapping the eyebrows. I give myself permission to relax, tapping the temples, tapping the front of the cheeks. I accept this remaining fear, this anxiety, tapping under the nose. And just accept for now these sensations in your body about how you're going to move yourself forward. Tapping the chest. I allow myself to perceive clearly, to relax, to be intuitively guided. Tapping the front of the ribs. I release any remaining anxiety, fear, anger. Big deep breath. Tapping the side of the ribs. It's safe for me to do this. Tapping the inside of the wrist. I give myself permission to relax, to roll with the way things are flowing. Tap the side of the thumb. So let's talk about some things that you're not appreciating right now about the way things are flowing. Maybe the support you're getting isn't what you thought it would be. Maybe the relationship isn't exactly what you want or need. Maybe the opportunity doesn't seem like the thing for you, but you're not sure what is. Tap the index finger and breathe. Tap the middle finger. I give myself the possibility of releasing this resentment, this feeling of insecurity. And breathe, tuning into whatever part of you feels doubtful, stuck. Tap the little finger. Overwhelmed. Tap the side of the hand or unsure. I give myself permission to release this. Tapping the top of the head, big deep breath. Releasing this remaining fear and doubt from my body. Tapping the eyebrows, it's safe for me. Tapping the temples to relax. Tapping the cheeks. It's safe for me to relax, even when things are as they are. Tapping under the nose and breathing. Tapping under the lips. It's safe for me to relax. Tapping the chest. Even if things don't look the way I imagined. Tapping down to the front of the ribs and breathe and make some sound. I accept this disappointment, so tune in and see if you feel disappointed. That you had imagined things being much different. Tap the side of the ribs. And that feeling of comparing what you expected to what is. Big deep breath. I accept the part of me that keeps comparing my expectations to the reality of now. Tap the side of the thumb, big deep breath. Just accepting for now where you are in this situation. Maybe you feel behind. Maybe you feel unprepared or ill-equipped. Tapping the index finger and breathe. I accept this part of me that feels unprepared, at a loss. Tapping the middle finger. This part of me that feels ill-equipped. Just relaxing into that part of you that might feel embarrassed, might be grieving right now. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger. I accept this pain inside me. Big deep breath. Open your heart with so much compassion to this part of you that wanted to get things done, wanted to do things right, thought you'd be somewhere else by now. Big deep breath. Tap the little finger. I'm open to loving and accepting myself exactly as I am. Tapping the side of the hand. I give myself permission to relax this stress, to heal what's happening inside me. Tapping the top of the head, big deep breath. Tapping the eyebrows. It's safe for me to relax. Tapping the temples. It's safe for me to do this. Tapping the cheeks. I forgive myself for comparing myself. So tapping under the nose, tune into where you've been comparing yourself to, either where you were before or where you think you should be, or to someone else's achievements. Tapping under the lips. I love and respect myself. Tapping the chest. And I give myself the possibility of accepting where I am. Big deep breath. So just notice that the more you think you should be somewhere else, the longer it's going to take you to get there, because you're basically filling your body with shame or anger or embarrassment or fear, which slows down your ability to think, slows down your ability to see what opportunities are there. So tapping the front of the ribs, I give myself the possibility of accepting for now exactly where I am. So as you tap the front of the ribs, I want you to speak for 1 whole minute. Let's move to the inside of the wrist and talk about where you are in this place in your life. This is your chance to blurt it all out. Big deep breath. Tapping the side of the thumb. Keep talking. This is where you get to express your disappointments, your fears, your anxieties. And breathe. Tapping the index finger. I accept I have all these mixed feelings. Tap the middle finger. I give myself permission to move forward, to let go, to be where I actually am. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger. I forgive myself for thinking it should be any different than it is. Tap the little finger. I'm releasing any remaining grief, fear, self-criticism. Tap the side of the hand, including what? What self-criticism is there for you in regards to this subject? I should have done this. I could have done that. Big deep breath, sending so much love to this part of you that is simply trying to do better, simply trying to encourage you to grow. And say to this part of you, thank you for trying to protect me, keeping me from failing. Thank you for nudging me to not give up. Tapping the top of the head, big, deep, noisy breath. I'm giving myself the possibility of releasing any remaining stress or anxiety. places where I chickened out. Tapping the temples. I give myself the possibility of loving myself through this transition. Tapping the cheeks. Being gentle with myself as I relax and create a new possibility for myself. Tapping under the nose. I forgive myself for telling myself. Tapping under the lips. What have you told yourself? What limiting belief have you repeated again and again in your own mind? Tapping the chest. I give myself the possibility of releasing this negative thought. Say it out loud 3 times as you tap your heart. We're just going to blast it with our love. Ready? Boom! Blasting that with our love. Say that negative thought again. We're going to do this 3 times. Here we go. Part of me has been believing. And blast that with your love. One more time. Part of me has been believing. Say it again. This limiting thought. And blast that with your love. Tapping down to the front of the ribs. I give myself this possibility. What's the new thought that you are going to bring into your reality? This new, healthy, loving thought. Tapping the inside of the wrist. I'll give you a hint. It's the opposite of what you've been saying. It's the part where you say, I believe in myself. Tapping the thumb. I trust myself. Tapping the index finger. I allow myself to grow. Tap the middle finger. To understand and evolve. And breathe. Tapping the bottom of the 4th finger. I allow myself to heal my heart and to move forward. Tap the little finger. No matter where that takes me, no matter how this looks, I'm creating a flow for myself. Tapping the side of the hand. I'm creating a path forward. Imagining that I am guided and supported and protected. Tapping the top of the head. I'm imagining that the resources that I need, including what? What are 2 things that you need right now? That these are coming to me. Tap the eyebrows. That I will recognize them as they arrive. Tapping the temples and breathing. And tapping the front of the cheeks. Now I want you to visualize the feeling and images of things working out for you. You might not have all the details. You might not know where you're going to end up or how you're going to get there, but I want you to imagine the feeling of resolution. This feeling of feeling proud of yourself. Looking back on this, telling the story like, yeah, I didn't know. And then it became very clear. And this feeling inside of me guided me forward. And breathe, tapping the front of the ribs. I want you to begin to discuss what this is. How is it feeling? I feel myself relaxed. I feel myself connected. I feel myself, proud of myself. Tap the side of the ribs. Happier than I've been in a long time. Tapping the inside of the wrist. I feel myself clear. Big deep breath. Tap the side of the thumb. I see myself enjoying this process. Tap the index finger. I see myself excited, at peace. Tap the middle finger. Feeling renewed. Big deep breath. Let's create a possibility for how this not only affects you, but affects those around you. How do you see this working out for them? Do you see them proud of you? Do you see them supportive? Do you see them relieved or relaxed? Tapping the little finger, I give myself permission to have these good feelings, to feel at home in my life. Tap the side of the hand. Let's say that again. I give myself permission to feel at home in my life, connected to my vision, excited about what I'm up to. Inspired and aligned. Tapping the top of the head, allowing yourself to relax and open. Tapping all over the body. Allowing yourself to integrate, to feel at peace inside. Checking in to see if there's still something that we haven't talked about yet that's in the way, tuning in to your level of emotional intensity around this topic. What number do you give it now? Tapping under the lips. Just accepting that number for now and whatever it's connected to. Just accepting the situation, whatever confusion, whatever is still here. And just say out loud, I accept what is still here. Tapping the front of the ribs, tuning into it again. I accept what is still here. That feels like a block. Tap the side of the ribs. And just accept for now what is still here. Tap the inside of the wrist. I give myself permission to relax, even with this as it is. Tap the side of the thumb and just allow yourself to relax for now with what is still here that needs to be processed. Tapping the index finger. I accept for now that I still have, and say what is still there for you. Say it out loud. Tapping the middle finger. Tapping the bottom finger. I allow myself to unwind, to be guided by my own soul's loving guidance. Tapping the little finger, connected to the part of me that perceives clearly. Tapping the side of the hand, this part of me, this wise part of me, gently showing me the way, holding my hand, taking me through this transition. Tapping the top of the head. One more time, I want you to create possibilities for yourself. I'm open to the possibility of this becoming an adventure. Tapping the eyebrows. I'm open to the possibility. Tapping the temples. Of feeling aligned and excited. Tapping the cheeks. Conscious and clear. Tapping under the nose. I forgive myself and everyone involved. Tapping under the lips for any remaining judgment, fear, or stress. Tapping the chest, tuning into any place that you've held judgment against yourself, against reality, against life, against people in your life, in regards to this situation. Tapping the front of the ribs. I'm releasing the need to hold on to this judgment, even if they deserve it. Tap the side of the ribs. I accept the part of me that wants to rebel or punish. Tap the inside of the wrist. I release the need to judge myself. Tap the side of the thumb or anyone else. Tap the index finger. I'm learning. Tap the middle finger. And I accept this challenging time. Describe again this challenging time. Tuning into it and relaxing. Tapping the bottom of the fourth finger. I allow myself to accept any remaining difficulties. Big, deep breath. Tapping the little finger, I give myself the possibility of accepting any remaining challenges. Tap the side of the hand, tuning in again. Any remaining challenges. Tapping the top of the head. Whatever you're experiencing right now, whatever glitches in the matrix, whatever frustrations, I want you just to open your heart, acknowledge what they are, and speak them out loud as you tap your cheeks. Tapping under the nose. One more time, tapping under the lips, speaking out loud again. Any fears or concerns or worries that you have about this transition in your life. Tapping the chest. I'm doing this. I'm learning. I'm evolving as I go. Tapping down to the front of the ribs. It's safe for me to do this. Tap the side of the ribs. I'm allowing myself to be guided every step of the way. Tapping the inside of the wrist. I'm aligning myself with right action. So just connecting to what does right action feel like? It's not coming from your mind. It's coming from the alignment inside of your whole body. It's coming from your heart. It's coming from your sex. It's coming from your spirit. You can feel when it all synchronizes. This is right action. You'll feel it. It might not be easy to do this right action, but you'll feel the alignment. You'll be like, that's it. I'm going there. Tap the side of the thumb and breathe. I allow myself to relax. Tap the index finger. To be guided step by step. Tap the middle finger. To feel the flow and to move with it. Tapping the bottom of the fourth finger. I'm allowing this to be easier than I thought. Tap the little finger. More fun than I imagined. Tapping the side of the hand. Easier than I thought. Tapping the top of the head. Maybe even fun. Tapping the back of the head, the sides of the head, and breathe. Tapping the eyebrows. I give myself the possibility to enjoy this process of becoming. Tapping the cheeks. To enjoy the next level of courage and strength and beauty that comes as a result. Tapping under the nose. I allow myself to move with ease and grace. Tapping the chest. Tuning in again. What would it feel like to move through this with more ease and grace? And what do you need to tell yourself to be able to do that? Speak out loud, use your name, say to yourself, in my case, I would say, Sonya, you've got this. What would you say? I trust you. I'm listening. I honor you now. I trust you. I'm listening. I honor you now. So tapping all over the body. Saying out loud, I'm allowing myself to integrate this session. I'm allowing myself to integrate this session. My body is receiving this information. My heart is relaxed. My head is clear. I remember how to flow and how to grow. And just sit for a moment and notice how you're feeling. Now come with me back home. Hey guys, take it easy. All right. How are you feeling? Put that in the chat. And Austin and Magnus, I'd like to be able to see my chat. Big, deep breaths. Let us know how you're feeling. For those of you who are still in process, I would like you to keep tapping and breathing. It may take more than one quick session for you to get through this huge change. I want you to know I'm doing another one of these workshops for free. Same time, same place tomorrow. It is called How to avoid being destroyed by life while rebuilding your reality. So we're going to be doing a manifestation tap. I also want you to know that I do this broadcast every week a version of this, a different one in the World Tapping Circle. And I've included for you a playa gift. So for those of you who are new to Burning Man, a playa gift simply means something that we give freely with no expectation of return. And that is 2 more free tapping sessions in the World Tapping Circle. So you'll get to see and try out for yourself the broadcasts that we do each week to keep our community stable, to help our community grow and mature, to keep ourselves evolving, and to keep ourselves from shutting down or destroying ourselves with old habits and fears and feelings. So in a minute, I'm going to put up a little banner so that you can get that gift. And now I'm going to read the chat. Jen says, I started at a 10. I'm down to a 6 or a 7. I've been in the middle of an anxiety attack for the last 24 hours. It's been rough. I'm so glad to see these sessions. Wow. I'm so glad that you're here. This will help a lot. Mandy says, this was wonderful, Sonya. Thank you. Feeling so much more relaxed. Lots of love from me and Harry, who's tapping along with me. Donna says, totally relaxed and ready to deal with the issue. Renewed spirit. Samuel says, I am feeling absolutely electric. Sarah says, wow, 10 to a 3, chills, tears, and yawns. I came in tired and now I am awake and at peace and proud of myself and team love. And the chickens helped too. Yeah. Who knew we have chickens here in the void? Samadhi says, feels good. Love imagining the possibilities. Mia says, this was lovely, from a 12 to a 2 with total ease. Thank you, Sophia, from Big Love. I wish I had time to read everybody's chat. I am so glad that you're here with me and these little hummingbirds. Thank you again so much for your time and for your love. Please take advantage of this playa gift. I built this circle through my own divine guidance, through doing what is difficult, through all the tears and healing that I've done, saying, wow, I need this work, so maybe others do too. So I created a way for you to have affordable therapy that is entertaining and fun, but actually works. And I made it so that you don't have to spend a ton of money or a ton of time doing it. So please take advantage of this playa gift, which you'll find at worldtappingcircle.com/burner. I love you so much, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place.